But Josh, you've had Attorney General Eric Holder came out and he said that the inflow of Westerners into the civil war in Syria is, quote, the most frightening thing, more frightening than anything I have seen as Attorney General. You had the foreign policy experts in the Wall Street Journal talk about how this is instability not seen since the 1970s.
They're not exactly an impartial source, though.
A terrorist group. What's the front page of the Wall Street Journal? This was not a partisan, these were not just partisan foreign policy experts. I think that you see a wide range of people looking at basically an all-out war, what's looking like an all-out war in Israel and the Palestinian territories. You see the situation with the terrorist group taking over vast territory in Iraq and in Syria. You see Russian aggression in Ukraine. You see concerns about Chinese aggression in the South China Sea. It doesn't seem like a time to be touting tranquility on the international scene. I mean, do you think the president's foreign policy bears any responsibility for any of this, or there's anything that he can do about any of this?
I think what the president has been really clear about is that he will allow one core principle to guide his thinking about what we can do to advance U.S. interests in each of these hotspots that you've mentioned. And that's the national security interests of the United States of America. And again, when it came to eliminating Bashar al-Assad's declared chemical weapons stockpile, we made substantial progress in advancing American interests. When it comes to mediating an agreement between two competing presidential candidates in Afghanistan who are prepared to sort of take that process off the rails, is a tangible contribution to American interests. So there is an important role for the United States to play. The U.S. influence continues to be important to resolving so many of the situations that you cited. That is why people often refer to and continue to refer to the United States as the one indispensable country in the world. As you point out, there are large countries around the globe that have substantial strategic or even economic influence, but they aren't involved in each of those situations that you referenced. In each of the situations that you referenced, people are asking a legitimate question about what's the proper role for the United States' involvement. And as the president considers each of those situations, he considers at the core the consequences it has for American national security. That will continue to be the way that he works his way through these very difficult and complicated circumstances.
And can I ask you just to